Dave Chappelle has recently spoken out about what he claims is the true reason Oprah Winfrey stayed out of the spotlight last year, along with alleged links to Jeffrey Epstein and his connections within Hollywood. According to these claims, newly surfaced footage from Epstein's private island, along with statements from Ghislaine Maxwell, sheds light on what may have really happened to Epstein and suggests that Oprah is now attempting to avoid facing a similar situation.
Said you were hospitalized. I did say that you had a stomach something was coming out of both sides, which it was.
I was in the emergency room I was so
dehydrated. You were dehydrated, yeah.
I was like dry mouth, and I couldn't keep enough water down to get hydrated. So I went to the emergency room for that, and that's just it.
You can tell she's still a little. You're still a little weakish, it seems.
I'm not 100.
Yeah.
I'm on my way to 100.
There was something going around where you were.
I had 5 people in.
In 2024, a limited set of court files connected to Jeffrey Epstein was ordered to be made public. This marked the first time real names tied to Epstein surfaced, including details like flight records and leaked emails. Almost immediately after this release, Oprah Winfrey canceled all her public events and stated that she was unwell and admitted to the hospital. Gayle King was the first to share the news, telling viewers on CBS Mornings that Oprah had the flu and was hospitalized that week.
We're very happy to say joins us right now in studio. I'm so glad you were here. And I'm so sorry that Oprah can't. Yesterday she said, I'm going to rally. She had some kind of stomach flu where stuff was coming out of both ends. I won't get too graphic. But needless to say, she ended up in the hospital, dehydration, get an IV. So it was a very serious thing. So it had to be.
I hope she's okay. Yeah.
She will be okay. She will be okay. I hope she's not mad at me for sharing that detail.
Now, reports are surfacing that this illness may have been used as a reason to step away from public attention, as Oprah's name was reportedly hidden within those documents. With the latest release of files tied to Jeffrey Epstein by the Department of Justice, a clearer picture is being claimed. Oprah Winfrey is said to appear over 100 times in connection to Epstein, including alleged mentions in flight records linked to his private jet, often referred to as the Lolita Express. These records claim that Oprah was on at least 11 flights with him. Simply being on the same aircraft as Epstein does not confirm any wrongdoing, but many find it surprising how often Oprah is said to have been present in controversial settings. She has been linked to events such as parties hosted by Sean Combs, gatherings on yachts associated with Harvey Weinstein, and now alleged connections to Epstein's jet and his Zorro ranch. When asked about these claims, Oprah responded by saying it deeply hurts her when people speak negatively about her. She maintains that she has lived with integrity and has never intentionally harmed anyone.
Some of the crazy stuff that's written makes me so sad because I've lived such an honorable life, and I'm not trying to make myself look like Miss Goody Two-Shoes, but I really do, one of the things that Maya Angelou had said to me years ago is that I am obedient to the call. So I've done like you all have done. I mean, I can honestly say that I have never done anything to consciously cause harm to another person. I can't think of one thing that I would have done in this life. And I feel that from y'all too, some good people in here. And so to hear people say things that are just crazy, like I'm a part of a cabal and there's a whole conspiracy with children, that stuff makes me sad.
Keep in mind, this is the same individual whose school faced closure concerns after serious allegations came to light. In 2017, Oprah Winfrey opened the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. Within a few years, the institution became involved in a major controversy tied to a staff member, which critics say affected Oprah's carefully built image as a humanitarian. Around that time, reports also began to surface about young girls going missing. Soon after, a female dorm supervisor was accused of physical and sexual abuse. More than 15 students came forward with claims of mistreatment. Some later questioned how much the leadership team was aware of during that period. It was also alleged by several students that Oprah may have known what was happening all along. When Oprah addressed the situation, she suggested that the girls might have been confused and not fully reliable. As if that was not troubling enough, certain online sources also claimed that Oprah defended inappropriate behavior, suggesting that children might feel comfortable during such situations.
No, I have not wavered because I've had girls at my school who were sexually assaulted and I have never won a case. And the reason I have never won a case is because when you put a girl on the witness stand and she can't remember was it Thursday or Wednesday, it's automatically discredited. And so when you're in the midst of trauma, something terrible things happening to you, you may not remember the exact time. It's why, if I hear a noise or something in my house, I look at the time, because they're going to ask what time was it? Oh my God, what time is it? So if you can't remember the day and the time and the da-da-da-da, everybody's like, well, okay.
I guess it never happened.
Guess it never happened. Oh, I said it was that hotel, but it was that hotel. Oh, it probably never happened. So I've been through that.
It feels good. I mean, if you're 7 years old and somebody, which I was trying to say this to my friends who had children, you're 7 years old and someone is stroking your penis, it feels good.
Right.
Even though you don't have a name for what that is, it feels good. And when I first said this years ago, people were like, you're crazy, because everybody wants to believe it's like sexual assault and you're being thrown up against the wall and you're being. And I have said for years, if the abuser is any good.
Oprah Winfrey is not the only figure in Hollywood being mentioned in these claims. Names like Sean Combs, Harvey Weinstein, and R. Kelly are often brought up as well. Each time major documents are released, there are claims that the entertainment industry attempts to distance itself from any involvement. Dave Chappelle has been described as one of the first well-known figures to speak openly, suggesting that many people remain silent due to high-value contracts they have signed. He shared that he was once offered $50 million but chose to walk away, believing that the money would come with expectations that could control his decisions. According to these claims, Oprah even tried to publicly embarrass Chappelle after he declined the offer. Cat Williams also stated that the industry attempted to portray Chappelle as unstable for turning down such opportunities, while others view his decision to step away from those contracts as one of the most important choices he ever made.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14, and I've heard the stories of what happens, and I've seen these kinds of things play out in front of me.
Okay.
When
you say you heard the stories, what do you mean? What stories?
I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, they're trying to kill me.
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah. Would you say you lost your mind, sort of?
No.
No.
Not exactly.
Okay.
I wasn't crazy, but it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress.
Dave Chappelle was decapitated in front of us. They called him Pilot Boy because he had 19 pilots in Hollywood and everybody passed on him and said his show wasn't worth it. Then when he made $500 million, they said even though his contract said he should get half of it, they said he made too much for the contract to be valid, so we'll offer you 10% of what you made. You mean he made $500 million and they offered him 50? Yes. And he said, what do you think my fans are gonna say when they find out you offered me 10% of what I made you? And they said, your fans will believe that you're a crazy kid by the time you get home. He got on the flight in LA, and by the time he got to Ohio.
As for Oprah Winfrey, she is now facing growing criticism as people question her public image. Her alleged connections to some of the most powerful figures in the world are being pushed into the spotlight. Seal, who once appeared as a guest on Oprah's show, also spoke out about her reported association with Harvey Weinstein and even shared photos showing Oprah greeting Weinstein in a friendly manner.
Oprah publicly supported victims of sexual assault. In the wake of numerous allegations against Harvey Weinstein, singer Seal Instagrammed this meme, showing Winfrey kissing the disgraced mogul. It reads, when you have been part of the problem for decades, but suddenly they all think you are the solution.
Please welcome Seal!
The 54-year-old who's appeared on Oprah's show captioned his post, "Oh, I forgot, that's right, you'd heard the rumors, but you had no idea he was actually serially assaulting young starry-eyed actresses, my bad." While Weinstein maintains his innocence, Seal hasn't commented further and Oprah has not responded.
This moment is a really powerful time for everybody to get woke.
Fans have come to her defense, pointing out Winfrey is a assault survivor. They also posted pics of Seal's ex, Heidi Klum, kissing Weinstein too.
Recently, a clip has gone viral showing older footage from the Steve Harvey Show, where a guest demonstrates an Oprah-endorsed anti-aging cream said to be made using fibroblasts derived from human foreskin. This resurfaced at the same time as renewed attention around the Epstein file releases in 2026. Some conspiracy theorists have used this to claim that celebrities rely on such products to maintain a youthful appearance, attempting to link the skincare industry's use of neonatal foreskin cells with broader and unproven ideas about elite exploitation.
I'm going to put a little on your hand.
I'll do that. Oprah did.
Yeah, Oprah did it. All right, so here, we're going to rub it right in.
How come it's red?
I'll show you in a sec, Steve. So this is made from growth hormones of human...
Look, the wrinkles has just disappeared. I can't even ball my hand up.
So it's made from human foreskin. I'm sorry, Steve.
You done sat up here and squirted somebody's private parts in my damn hair. What you laughing at?
I'm sorry.
This your last time on the show. This your last time. Not coming up in.
This is the same type of product that Sandra Bullock once mentioned during an appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She explained that she and some cast members from Ocean's 13 had tried a microneedling facial that uses a serum derived from foreskin cells as part of a skincare treatment. In addition, a man identified as Peter J. Nygor, who was reportedly featured as a guest connected to Oprah Winfrey, has been accused in online claims of attempting to bribe black women for aborted fetuses. These allegations are extremely serious and controversial, and many of the claims circulating online remain unverified. Overall, such stories have fueled strong reactions and criticism about alleged behavior within parts of Hollywood.
Stem cell technology that Peter and I are investing in that's called SCNT, which takes the egg of a young, perfect woman specimen, takes the egg and takes out the nucleus and puts our DNA in the nucleus. They just go in and take it out.
It's painful, right?
Huh?
Is it painful?
Yeah, a little bit. And this is part of this genetic greatness that we don't see in any other race on the planet. These curvy, sexy black women from Africa. You girls have a kind of a monopoly on this genetic perfection, and we want some of that. So, girls, for $100, we will pay you for your egg.
No, you gotta be out of your monkey.
You want-
You can get paid a lot more than that.
So how much do you want for it? Let's bid. I bid $500 for, you know. I'm prepared to outbid him anyway. Whatever I bid, he's gonna outbid me.
I bought about $60,000 worth of eggs.
Yeah.
If you have a board, that's very valuable. You know, umbilical cord, you know, and placenta, you know, even your period blood is so rich with stem cells.
Mm-hmm.
We regard it as waste, and it actually should be.
The recently released emails from the Epstein files show Jeffrey Epstein was interested in genetic medicine. He paid a researcher at Massachusetts General Hospital for tests that could be used to help create stem cells. Investigators found a $2,000 invoice from 2014 for sequencing part of Epstein's genome. The doctor that he paid also provided an estimate for personalized longevity studies that would use gene editing. He told investigators Epstein was enrolled in the Personal Genome Project at Harvard University.
Allegedly, the source of these cells is linked to Zorro Ranch in New Mexico, which is believed by some to have been used for these activities. As the ranch is investigated, including searches for buried remains, numerous individuals have come forward claiming that they were drugged, had tissue or reproductive material taken from their bodies, and woke up near medical equipment without knowing where they were or what had happened to them. These reports are part of the ongoing, highly controversial discussions surrounding the Epstein case.
To them.
Investigators are swarming Jeffrey Epstein's notorious New Mexico ranch after an email in the Epstein files claims 2 foreign girls were strangled to death during rough fetish sex. And Epstein ordered the bodies to be buried on the ranch. Like a lot of things in the Epstein files, that report is unconfirmed, but authorities are now searching the property, thousands of acres. The ranch has been a dark mystery for years, and people are finally talking.
As Cat Williams pointed out, Jeffrey Epstein was seen as a supplier for some of the world's most powerful people. He allegedly provided access to many things, which is why the same high-profile names appear repeatedly in his files. In the newly released Department of Justice documents tied to Jeffrey Epstein, some observers have noted that certain words related to food appear unusually often in emails and records. For example, the term pizza shows up hundreds of times, along with references to ice cream and grape soda, sometimes in contexts that seem odd. These repeated mentions have fueled online speculation that such words might be used as code for minors or sexual activity, though law enforcement has not confirmed any such interpretation.
Everybody is a supplier.
Epstein, Weinstein, like these guys knew what these extremists liked and provided it, and provided the way for you to to have $1 billion and not create a fantasy island type environment has not existed throughout history.
Right. I mean, if I was going to run some global power organization, I would try to co-opt every single leader, try to suck them in, offer support, bring them out to wherever the fuck I have my big meetings, fly everybody in private jets, talk about the climate crisis.
All organizations have to follow the same rules.
Yeah, that's wild.
Recruitment is an important facet of all. Like,
we have to get some young global leaders.
Well, understand, this is the only reason that we can talk about these big Illuminati-like entities at this period of time. It's just because of time. Like, they aged out. Like, you can't get in new. So everybody got decrepit over there, and they can't exchange really through this period of history. And so that's how we ended up with the Bob Lazars and everything. Throughout history, you could really, it was much easier to get people to not tell nobody.
Right.
As part of your job. You know what I mean?
This is why many find it hard to accept the FBI's claim that Jeffrey Epstein acted entirely alone. There are reportedly over 3 million documents linking him to some of the world's most influential figures. Yet the official narrative suggests they were all uninvolved. Critics point out that the FBI did not interview other potentially connected individuals. Meanwhile, Ghislaine Maxwell has stated that Epstein would never have taken his own life.
You've seen most of the files. Who, if anyone, did Epstein traffic these young women to besides himself?
Himself. There is no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
So you think he did not die by suicide, given all the things we just talked about?
I do not believe he died by suicide, no.
And do you believe that, do you have any speculation or view of who killed him?
No, I don't. I certainly never witnessed the president in any of, I don't recall ever seeing him in his house, for instance. I actually never saw the president in any type of massage setting. I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he was a gentleman in all respects.
Investigations have also returned to Epstein's private island, Little St. James. The conditions there were reportedly so terrifying that one victim said she tried to escape by swimming away. In her testimony, she described, "I had already tried to escape twice before. One time, I attempted to swim off the island after being raped 3 times and after Ghislaine Maxwell had taken my food away. That night, I was ready to risk my life just to get away."
Officially, it is Little St. James, a speck of a Caribbean island that Jeffrey Epstein purchased in 1998 for just under $8 million. But over time, under Epstein, it took on other unofficial names like Pedophile Island and Island of Sin, just to name a few. And while it hosted some of the world's most powerful and famous people, or maybe because of that, it was a lush, extravagant, and tropical mystery to the outside world. Until now. This week, Democrats in Congress released more than 70 photos and videos that were shot when the feds converged on Little St. James back in 2020, a year after Epstein died in custody. They photographed every room, every detail, every nook and cranny and closet and windowsill. And if you're expecting to see grotesque evidence of sex crimes, it ain't there. And if you're expecting to see luxurious showroom-styled finishings and culture and class, it ain't there either. The place is just kind of run down. neglected, and quite frankly, it's shabby and random. We can't say this for sure, that this is exactly how Epstein left everything, but there are clear indications that this is how he lived there. Devoid of taste, devoid of rich people refinement. Basically, he was a classless imposter, just junk everywhere. The main house, once a glittering multi-million-dollar mansion, is just sort of a chaotic mess. Boxes are stacked everywhere. Papers are kind of just scattered. Furniture is just shoved into corners and up against walls. Bookshelves are empty. Things look like they're kind of under construction, half done. Sort of like a college student abandoning a dorm for the summer. The bedrooms, where Epstein put up his A-list guests, are sparsely decorated. And everything is just kind of like white. No real decor. Certainly no taste. The tech, totally outdated. But it's there, folks. It's there. Cameras in multiple rooms. And a telephone. It's there, too, with some of Epstein's associates on speed dial. And you can read some of their names, but not all of them, because, see those black scratches? Those are redactions. Can only wonder who they are under there and why they're redacted.
At this stage, the pattern is becoming impossible to ignore. The same names keep appearing, the same circles keep showing up, and there's the same silence every time new information comes out. Whether it's contracts, connections, or fear, something seems to be stopping people from speaking freely. And those who do often face serious consequences. What do you think? Is all of this just coincidence? Or is there something much larger going on behind the scenes that we're only beginning to understand? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want more videos breaking down stories like this, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update.